As you can see, there is nothing on the green chair today. Maybe I should have got a sofa, because I'm going to display 3 different watches which are all Tissot PRX homages. And so without any further ado, let's go down to the table. So good day to you all, and welcome back to another BBW review. Today, as you can see, we have 3 watches, so I'm going to do a very brief comparison between these 3 bands. On the left you have the Skmei, I think this is Skmei, how you pronounce it actually, Skmei. And then in the middle you have the Poedagar, and the last one is the Curren. And the names or the designations should pop up with the details. So first, I'm going to describe the basic characteristics or main parts of these watches, which are going to be the bracelet, the construction with the case, the dial, and not so much the movement, because they all have basic Chinese movements, but I'll be doing my minute hand jump on all of those with the crown. So without any further ado, let's go into the Skmei. So let's start with the Skmei, the Skmei 9288. This was the first one I actually got, the first homage, PRX homage that I got. And it seems to be this one was one of the most popular, one of the most widely sold Chinese homages. This is the Skmei 9288. I'll go with the basic details first and then go down to, or break it down into what parts of each watch I like the most. So the price first, which is the most important, of course. This cost $15, packed and shipped from Shenzhen in Shanghai. Sorry, Shenzhen near Shanghai. The diameters. You have a chrome plated alloy with a 40mm diameter from east to west there. The lug width, which I always think is the most important, is 54mm. The reason why, as you can see, it does extend out quite far. It doesn't fall down flush with the wrist there. So you're going to get an extra width there, which I'm not too happy with, but it does fit okay. The width of the watch itself, from the base to the, is it domed? Slightly domed mineral crystal on top, is 11mm. You have a 26mm lug width from the integrated bracelet where it joins the case and tapers down to 18 where it meets the butterfly clasp. The weight with the applied strap is 100 grams on the nose, 100 grams. So let's have a look at the next one now, which is the Curren. So next we have the Curren 8439. This was slightly cheaper than the Skmei. This is $11.50. But most other features are the same. You have the same 40mm diameter, but you have a much better lug width. The lugs don't protrude, sorry, the bracelet doesn't fall as much as the Skmei. You have a 52mm lug width here, so it is 2mm shorter than the Skmei. But the other details, you have 11mm from base to the, this is actually flattened crystal on top, not domed, but it is exactly the same, 100 grams. Now what I'd like to do is compare the case and the structure of, construction, sorry, of the case with the Skmei. You can see that this is kind of brushed, it has a brushed effect to it, although it is chrome plated stainless steel. But compare the width and the case itself with the Skmei. Now you can see that the Curren on my right, it does appear to be different from the Skmei. The Skmei looks a lot more lithe and slim, but they are both the same sizes. They're both 11mm. Obviously that's a bit bigger there with the dome on the Skmei, but I actually prefer the construction of the Curren. I don't know why, even though the Skmei is quite slim, it does fit well. I just prefer the more meat on the Curren here, and the crown is slightly bigger. But the other details are the same. You have a 26mm width where the bracelet joins with the integrated case, and that again tapers down to an 18mm, but you're going to get a different clasp. But I'll come to the bracelets in a minute. In the meantime, let's move on to the third watch, which is the Poedagar. This is the Poedagar. This is the Poedagar 930B. The reason I bought this Poedagar, I already had the Curren and I had the Skmei, so I didn't really need another homage, but the reason why is because of that beautiful face, that green there. This is also available in about 6 different hues, but that green just grabbed me. Again, everything else about the face is pretty much the same as the other two watches. Although on the Curren, you don't have a date window. On the Skmei, you have the date window, which is pretty much the same here. But the hands and the indices are the same. Again, stick hands with a larger amount of lume here that doesn't work. Applied indices all around, painted markers. The brand name and logo below the 12, which is printed, and if I can move that out of the way, the word quartz above the 6. Everything else is the same, apart from that beautiful sunburst hue in green here. Now I'm going to quickly go over to the same watch, but on a different strap, which is the leather, if you can call it leather strap. So the same watch, as you can see, but just a different colour bezel and different coloured crowns. Now you might say, why did I buy the same watch? The only reason was because of the different colours and because of the strap. You have a green strap, leather strap, with a gold colour that matches the bezel, a gold coloured clasp, a butterfly clasp. Is it leather? I think it's leather, it doesn't say. But the thing I don't like about this leather strap is this. It's almost as shiny as the case itself. If they hadn't managed to do that in a matte, that would have looked much better. In fact, I may take a 600 grade sandpaper to that and try and dull it down a bit. But the only reason I bought this one was because of that beautiful face and the contrast of green and gold, which really works well. So now onto the straps. Now I'm trying to squeeze all three of them into the camera at the same time. You can see that they're quite different in their designs in all three. The one that more closely fits the original Tissot is the Skmei, and it does catch the light really well. So I'd say the winner of the straps is the Skmei. Let's put that away. Comparing the Poedagar and the Curren, they are very similar also. I like the fact that the end link on the Curren does kind of fit a look a bit better than the Poedagar, but what does it for me is the clasp. I don't like this clasp at all. It's okay, it works, it's not a problem, but I just prefer, I'm a big fan of butterfly deployments. So for the second place with the strap, the Poedagar takes it. Let's move that upside down. So the winner, strap, Skmei, then the Poedagar, then the Curren. Now, while I've got the Curren open and out, let's have a look at the minute hand jump. So positioning the hand over the 12 and engage. I'll do it 3 times to be fair. No jump there. 1, no jump there. And the last time, let's have a look at this. Slight jump there, but that's really good. Now, it's the same thing with the Skmei positioned. The Skmei, I've just noticed, it gives much more resistance when you're turning it, so I like that. It's not too floppy at all, so it immediately feels a lot better there, and I cannot anticipate a jump here. So let's engage this. No jump. Again, no jump. Again, no jump. Absolutely perfect. So this is going to be the winner for the movements. Although all the movements on these watches are pretty much the same. They're cheap Chinese quartz movements. But that Skmei is going to be much better. And the last one is the Poedagar. Yes, it's much floppier than the Skmei. Let's do that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Slight jump. Again, 1, 2, 3. Jump, slight jump. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3. No jump there. Basically, I would say very quickly, the best is the Skmei. Second, the Poedagar. Oh, actually, sorry. The best is the Skmei, then the Curren, then last comes the Poedagar. But negligible difference. But I must say that Skmei, because of the resistance, it does feel a lot more reassuring because it's a lot sturdier when you're turning it. So I like that. The actual looks of the watches, you can see that the Poedagar, the Skmei both have date windows. The Curren doesn't. Now, if you've seen any of my other videos, you'll know that I do not like date windows. So the Curren immediately takes the advantage there. Comparing the Curren and Skmei, the waffle pattern did it for me. So the Skmei compare looks a bit bland, and I don't like that date window. Although if you like date windows, that's not too bad, it's very clear. So now comparing the Curren with the Poedagar. Although it does have that date window, I don't think the Curren can match that beautiful green sunburst. So I'm going to give this one to the Poedagar. Okay, and the last one is going to be overall. What do I like overall? Now I'm sure I've missed some details here, but to give my overall evaluation of the best, let's look at the price quickly. The Skmei is the most expensive at $15. Then the Curren, $11.50. And then the cheapest, the Poedagar, at $10.50. So the Poedagar does it for the cheap Charlies. For the construction, the build and the quality of the build actually goes to the Curren, and the looks, the general overall looks, goes to the Poedagar with that beautiful face. Straps. The strap goes to the Skmei for being more similar to the original Tissot, followed by not a great difference, but I say the Poedagar, and only the Curren comes last because of that clasp, which I don't like. And of course, let's not forget the leather strap. Let's squeeze that in there somewhere. The leather strap. Now, whichever one you choose, there's a negligible difference in price, so I'd say just pick anyone that takes your fancy. Although on basic looks, I would choose the Poedagar, and on basic feel on the wrist, I would choose the Curren. There's a very small difference between which is my favourite between the Poedagars and the Curren. Even though the Skmei was the original one that got me into the PRXs. So there you go, you take your choice, and I hope you get the best choice for your money. So that's it. Until then, thanks very much, and I hope to see you again next time with one watch on the green chair. Until then, as always, take it easy.